Ooh, ooh, ah, ah, live, learn, grow on Penyo channel. Penyo community, Bafenyi, Conquerors, we are more than conquerors. Unleash the power within. It's a feel good now kind of vibe. First timers, awesome. Welcome to Penyo channel. Subscribers and regulars, thank you, grateful, much appreciated. Keep coming and stay. Penyo means victory, for we are victorious. It's a triumphal procession. Today is better than yesterday and tomorrow will be better than today. Before You Do by T.D. Jakes. The book is about decision making in various aspects of life in general, including marriage. Here's a summary. Today, at a certain age, young people inform you more than they request. Your future is as strong as the decision that precedes it. We can make relationship decisions with confidence, faith, and fortitude that allows us the freedom to enjoy a contented, fulfilled life. Changing your mind frequently once you've decided to do something could be a sign that you are not taking adequate amount of time to consider all of your options or the ramifications of your decisions before you make them. Life is too short to live with regrets. If you find yourself second guessing regarding a decision you've made, remember the feeling of angst and uncertainty the next time you have a decision to make, and think twice, weighing all of your options before proceeding ahead. Relationship decisions come down to 5 crucial components: research, roadwork, rewards, revelation, and review. Good decision making in relationships, business, anything resulting from a process of reflection, discerning, and decision. Sound decisions are based on great information, so the more significant the question, the more due diligence is required. Important decisions demand stewardship. While certainly as a couple you must make decisions together, decisions about who you are as a person and what you want your life to be are yours alone to make. Allowing someone else, a relationship partner, a friend, a parent, or anyone else to make decisions for you is a mistake. When you let someone else decide who you are and what you want, you give them the power that God gave to you. The power to make any kind of change in your life is to begin with a vision. If things are not going right for you and you find yourself pointing the finger at others, run that finger back to yourself, because that's where you need to begin to make changes in your life. You and only you have the power to take charge of your circumstances and create the life you want. Blame in general is destructive. Like fire, blame spreads far and reaches wide. Taking responsibility for yourself, your actions, and your thoughts is a very important part of being a contributing member of a relationship. Martyrs focus so much on other people and take responsibility for other people's lives that they never take time to look for solutions to rise above their own situations. They learn that life is hard, which is true, but they also learn that they have no control over their circumstances and that the needs of others should come before their own. The truth is, all parents make mistakes, but their children don't become murderers. We blame parents too much for failings that are our own individual responsibility. Focusing only on what was wrong in your childhood will only leave you frustrated and stuck in the past. Some people think unforgiveness punishes the person who hurt you. It does not. What it does is keep your heart filled with anger, hostility, and bitterness. Forgiveness is not for the benefit of the person who hurt you. Forgiveness is a gift you give yourself. Through it, you unhook yourself from the past and free your soul to escape the dismal and experience the delightful again. Test your mind for worry. If you find that you are thinking the same thoughts several days in a row, you aren't thinking, you are worrying. If you want to change, you can. You have to want to move on with your life. It won't happen overnight and it won't be easy, but The insatiable desire for a better life that gnaws at you just before your eyes flicker and you swim into unconsciousness each night will not go away unless you take action. And before you take action, you must decide to do so. Create a vantage point that allows you to look into your past without fear, blame, shame, anger, bitterness, or self-reproach. Become the person God created you to be. Procrastination. Think through what's holding you back. Consider what you need to get rid of, physical or mental, in order to make room for what you need to add to reach your destination, and then get busy doing it. Open quote. If your actions inspire others to dream more, learn more, do more, and become more, you are a leader. Close quote. John Quincy Adams. God is the owner of your team, but gave you authority to run it. The next great decision is yours to make. Leaders have these four characteristics. They tend to be controversial. Their decisions create conflict. They are persons of commitment. They are guided by their character. Great leaders are generally tolerant of conflict, able to perform in the eye of the storm that may rage around them. If you have to wait until every conflict is resolved in order to proceed, you will never go forward. To be a success, good leaders surround themselves with others who complement their strengths and their weaknesses. Some people come into your life for a season and others for a lifetime. Most people on a team fall into one of the three major categories: confidants, constituents, and comrades. Strength of a confidant is in their silence. What we believe may divide us, but whom we believe should unite us. Holding on constituents or comrades as if they were confidants will only produce dead weight that will inhibit your team's efforts to fulfill your life goals. God created us to need other people, both intimately through marriage as well as socially through community. Churches should bring people together to worship, to support, to encourage, to assist, to teach, and to unify. Choosing a church must include an awareness of its affinity with where we are in life and with its ability to meet our current needs. Throughout our lives, we are bombarded with opportunity to belong. Basketball teams and so on. The teaching of values at church does not replace the need to teach our children our convictions and beliefs at home. The only way to feel good about yourself and to grow in confidence is to know who you are and love yourself. This is certainly easier said than done and requires a lifetime of self-education and personal exploration. Don't keep attending the same church simply because it's familiar. Ask yourself if it still serves your needs and those of your family. When a relationship ends, our task is to determine what lessons we can learn from the experiences. True intimacy requires transparency and vulnerability, honesty and acceptance and trust. True intimacy requires deciding to love. More and more women who are successful in every area of their lives find that they are still alone, no matter how desperate they may long for a husband. This epidemic of loneliness and longing is not exclusive to any one group. Minority women certainly seem to face the reality of singleness with greater odds against finding a mate. Many women who can finally afford a beautiful home walk through the door at the end of the day to the sound of silence. There is no one there. The rooms are tastefully decorated and the beds display beautiful comforters and the fine Egyptian cotton sheets. Only there's no one there to comfort her, and she walks from room to room looking for a distraction of her emptiness. Instead of the men in their lives, these ladies are taking their sisters, their mothers, and their girlfriends to enjoy their vacations. The old punchline about a good man being taken, gay or incarcerated, has taken on the ring of bitter truth. Compounding the problem of socio-economic gap between women and men continues to grow. To fill the void in their private lives, women are focusing on their education, their careers, and their portfolio. Many men have not caught up to the successful corporate level of their female peers. More and more women are wearing emotional condoms and focusing more on protecting themselves from heartache and risking vulnerability for the hope of love. As Christians, we rightly tell our single women to wait until they are married to have sex, but the painful reality is they are waiting later and later in life to marry and forfeiting their choice to bear children. It's a statistical fact that married people live longer. When you first meet someone, consider their manners, how they treat restaurant wait staff, what type of interest they have, if they share your spiritual beliefs, if they show interest in what you have to say. This will go a long way in determining what kind of person they really are. Sometimes you get whom you want, but you don't get it how you wanted it. Living is not a staged event. What works for couples in public may not work at all in private. Like gifted actors in their favorite roles, many people are better at dating than they are at marriage. We are dating again, but we are no longer intimate. When you try to change your spouse, it doesn't work, and eventually even the hope for change make you sick. Hope makes you ill when you keep waiting to see something change that isn't happening. Sound relation decisions are not based on hope. Many people do not ask questions or examine the other person critically because they are so afraid of offending the person or losing their chance at a relationship. The place to begin your research starts at home. Before you can begin to scrutinize the other person, you must recognize your own limitations and motivations for the relationship. 3 areas of research are interrogation, observation, and investigation. 4 crucial areas must be developed: preparation, desperation, stimulation, and celebration. 3-dimensional preparation: understanding the past, maximizing the present, and anticipating the future is the key to successful lasting relationships. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Many times desperate people were desperate before they met you. Lust is focused inward on self-gratification at every level, while love is focused on the other person, on the well-being of your relationship. You cannot be a desperate giver, but you can be a desperate taker. Feeling celebrated in a love relationship is essential to its health. Open quote: "One who asks a question is a fool for 5 minutes. One who does not ask a question remains a fool forever." There is a vast difference between who we are versus how we present ourselves. We do not marry the ideal, but the reality. Yet the ideal projections of both you and your partner can create expectations that counter the reality of your relationship once the masks are off. There is nothing more debilitating than over-promising and under-delivering. If you are not willing to be a safe place for people to be transparent, then you aren't ready to be in a relationship. Open quote: "The goal in marriage is not to think alike, but to think together." Close quote. Robert C. Dudz. While we often think than not, we typically end up with someone who is as much like us as water is like vodka. They are both clear and wet, but the similarities end there. What makes life interesting, what makes a conversation stimulating, is people with differing point of views. Those who need others to think and act exactly the way they do are often masking insecurities and have a deep-seated need to have their views and actions confirmed in the behavior and thoughts of others. Disagreements happen in any relationship where more than one person is involved. It's inevitable. We are all unique individuals, have varying backgrounds and experiences, and are not likely to always agree on everything with friends, co-workers, or especially with love partners. In the end, you may agree to disagree, and that's okay. We will not last because we were never wrong. We will last because when we were wrong, we found the invincible will to correct the wrong and the grace to endure whatever it took to survive it all together, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all those we love. Using the word divorce to threaten, manipulate, and cajole a spouse into doing what you want them to do is never healthy for a satisfying functional partnership. The reality of intimacy is that we only grow close to each other when we struggle, fail, forgive, persevere, and press on together. When someone sees you fail them and still loves you and wants to be with you, then you have something that is richer and deeper than even 100% could provide. Allow room for both of you to evolve, revolve, and resolve. The clergy should set an example and lead the way in providing role models of patience, passion, and perseverance. Divorce is no respecter of persons and strikes relationships in all cultures. It may not have been as societally acceptable, but it has been around as long as the institution of marriage. You must envision yourself doing what you have decided to do. We all risk every day simply by the choice we make. It's not about avoiding risk, it's knowing which risk to take. Both gambling and investing requires a financial commitment as well as the courage to take a chance. However, one is built entirely on change, while the other creates a chance to put legs under your dreams. Make decisions without regrets, knowing that yes, indeed, now you have done it. Thanks for watching. Kindly like, share, comment, and subscribe. Be the light and keep shining. Heart to heart, from my heart to yours, it's all love. La 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 la. Heart to heart, from my heart to yours, it's all love. Thanks for watching Penyo channel. Take care, love, joy, peace, faith, hope. La la la, la 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 la, la la la, la la la.